Back with another one, man. Today we're gonna be doing a pool session. I'm gonna start off with some pulls here on the high bar. After that, we're gonna get into this P bar here. Do some work. Let's get it, y'all. All right, y'all. This set right here was at the end of my training. This is just to gauge where I was at with this wide muscle up. So if you guys watched that back, that first one was pretty good. For this being at the end of this training session, I'm happy with the results, yo. All right, y'all, here we go. We're gonna be starting off with the first set, first exercise. On these, we're gonna be doing high pulls. So basically what I'm trying to do is get that bar to my waist. Not necessarily do a muscle up, just try to get up there on that bar. Here we go. Yeah, y'all, when it comes to this calisthenic training stuff, y'all, sometimes you do have to take a step back to take 3 steps forward. This past weekend, y'all, I took 4 days off of work and just focus on a little bit of training out there in San Francisco with my bro JD. And it just helped me to just think of first set. Second set, and for these we ain't really keeping count. We're just getting what we can and then calling it a set.
Filming right
here we go, the second set.
Are you filming using that?
Nah. Yeah, like I was saying, y'all, it just made me think of my goals and then what I have to do to achieve those goals, y'all. So this whole training session today is going to be kind of tailored towards achieving the wide ring muscle up, y'all. This one right here is going to be working on my explosiveness, basically on from that 50% of that movement. Second set. We're getting into this third set, y'all. Let's get it. 50% of that movement, the wide ring muscle up, is that bottom portion where you're pulling from the dead hang at the bottom and then getting past that middle line. So that's why I'm doing these waist pulls or high pulls, whatever you choose to call them. Overall, this was a really, really good session. Here we go. We're going to be getting into this second exercise. This is going to be the first set. We're going to be doing wide two. I'm going to try to do two wide muscle ups, and after that finish off with about 5 pulls. So here we go. And like I was saying, y'all, hopefully these sessions here are those 3 steps forward. If you guys notice, on this is the second exercise. We moved over to the P bars, and on these I'm working on that wide. I'm working on that wide muscle up, y'all. This is my first set here. I'm giving you guys that front view, and then we dropping into 5 wide pulls. Right there, I kicked into a little bit of a wider pull for the final 3 reps. That's set 1. Second set, we're doing 2 wide muscle ups and then 5 pulls. When I first started training, y'all, it was all about just guesswork, y'all, just having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? One day I would do a bunch of push-ups, a bunch of pull-ups, squats, and just do everything, right? A little bit of kind of like full body training, and there's nothing wrong with that, y'all. That's gonna build discipline, and second set. That was a good one, y'all. That was a good one. All right, y'all, here we go. Second exercise, third set. We're doing wide muscle ups into 5 pulls. For this one, I'm gonna be playing with my food a little bit, y'all. I'm gonna see how wide we can get on this one. Let's go. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry for cutting in between breaks, but that'll also build a good foundation. And in calisthenics, you cannot skip steps, y'all. I'm guilty of it, and I'm sure you're guilty of it. That's just human nature. That's just what we do, y'all. But something about like once you get a little bit more mature, you understand that everything has a progression, and we gotta trust the process and just enjoy the journey, y'all. And it builds character along the way. So take pride, man. Let's get into this third exercise. That's right. Here we go. This is gonna be the third exercise. We're gonna be doing a weighted ring muscle ups. And for these, I'm really gonna be focused on getting that L sit up top and then working that negative. And you guys know I've been working towards that wide muscle up. So working that negative with the weight, with the L sit, is really gonna help me get from the top to the bottom on that wide muscle up. Here we go. Yeah, and I know you guys are thinking, man, why is he doing weighted L sit muscle ups at the end of the routine? But sometimes you just gotta test yourself, y'all. Back to how I started the voiceover, y'all. Sometimes you gotta do that grunt work towards the end, just to gauge that strength, y'all. All three of these sets were tailored towards that wide muscle up that I want to do on the rings.
You want me to walk this way or this way?
Whichever way you want to walk, man.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt your...
Nobody's gonna interrupt anything. This is public space. You can walk in front of it. You can walk behind it. Whichever way, man. Last exercise. We're doing weighted L sit muscle ups. And what I'm really trying to do is control that L sit on the negative portion. So here we go. By adding this 15-pound plate to this L sit, with my experience, I believe that it's gonna transfer over into maintaining that L sit throughout the whole movement when it comes to that wide L sit muscle up that I'm trying to achieve, y'all. It's been about 2 or 3 months now that I've been working on it. Maybe about 14 weeks. So it's been a long journey, y'all, but I think it's coming, y'all. Hopefully by the end of this month. I know I've been saying that, but we gotta stay patient and we gotta trust the process, y'all. Second set, y'all. Second set. Third set of the last exercise, y'all. For this one, I'm gonna do it a little bit like the second one, y'all. We're gonna play with it a little bit, man. We're gonna play with our food. I'm gonna try to do like a 90 pause, and then from the 90, go into that muscle up and then control that negative L sit. Here we go. Yeah, for this one right here is my last set. So what I was trying to explain to you guys was, I believe they call this like a pin press when it comes to like a bench press or a squat. But this is how you do it in calisthenics. So if you see right here, I pull into a 90, and then from there, I pull into the muscle up. It was pretty difficult, y'all, because I remember when I got up there with that first L set, I said, man, if I try to do that again, I don't think I'm gonna finish this set. So I went ahead and went back to the regular ones. But it's good to know that first one got me feeling it. So next time I might put them in the front, do a couple of those in the front, and then finish off with these regular ones, y'all. I appreciate everybody for checking out the videos, man. Thank you for commenting and liking and subscribing. At the end of the day, y'all, I'm here to learn and I'm here to teach. So if you guys got any questions, go ahead and drop it in the comments. All right, y'all, that was it for today's training session. I want to thank everybody for all the support, the likes and the comments that you guys have been leaving on all my previous content. I appreciate everybody, man. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Peace.